Yes, yes, people, we are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A, where it's a solo edition, so I'll be answering sporting questions from the chat. Plenty of news going on in the world of football as well. Rasmus Hojlund wanted by Napoli. They are pushing for a transfer or a loan option. Villa, they are pushing for Nicolas Jackson, going back to Manchester United as well. You still got Alejandro Garnacho to Chelsea. That continues to rumble on. Stiller has also been linked to Manchester United as well. And of course, we got the fallout from yesterday with Eze joining Arsenal. He has picked Arsenal over North London rivals Tottenham Hotspur. So Arsenal fans absolutely elated. Spurs fans in total despair about that. Absolutely livid about it, and understandably so, people. But all those things I just mentioned, if you got a question about something I haven't mentioned, feel free to get them in. Just keep them sporting related, please, people. Big up to Warrior J in the chat already. Make sure you run up the likes, though, please. Big up everyone supporting Sarcasm City TV. But whether you're watching this live right now or watching this back after the live, make sure you hit the like button on the video. So important you do that. Smash that like button. Make sure you share this out across all the socials as well. Share this out across all of the socials, please. At Yes It's Flawless on Twitter, at Yes It's Flawless on Instagram, at Sarcasm City TV on both those platforms as well. That's at Sarcasm City TV. That's at Yes It's Flawless, as you can see on the screen. And on top of those two things, make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell as well, people. Road to 16K right here on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. And for those that haven't seen Q&As before, if you are a member of the channel, your question takes priority like a super chat. So if you're a member at any level, link for the membership is in the pinned comment, also underneath in the description as well, people. So yeah, if a link is in the pinned comment underneath in the description, join the membership at any level. That's one of the great perks, people. There's many great perks in regards to joining the membership, like I said. And of course, if you're kind enough to super chat, I'll get to your question as well. But let's run up these likes, man. Let's hit double figures very, very quickly. Let's do that. And get your questions in. Solo edition, only looking to be here for like an hour. Apologies you didn't get the Spurs show. That was on me. I was running around doing stuff. Obviously, it's carnival. On the weekend, also going to Rance's fight as well. So I was doing stuff all day long, trying to prepare for all of those things. Big up to Warrior J in the chat. He's dropped the Nicolas Jackson news here as well. Let's see what you lot are saying in the chat. Big up Warrior J. Appreciate it, man. Shout out T24 as well. I'm seeing that, yes, Spurs are looking to prepare a bid for Garnacho. I did see that report as well from Give Me Sport. That'd be interesting. I don't care where he goes as long as we get rid of him. To Jason, who says, do you rate Rodrigo? Why don't? Yeah, I do rate Rodrigo. Why don't you rate Rodrigo? Tell me why you don't rate Rodrigo, Jason. All right. Let me know why. Let me know why. I don't get it. Like, people can question his mentality. Yes. But in regards to performance, that man has been consistently good for Real Madrid for a number of years. Not his best season last season, but before that. Totally on point. I don't get the Rodrigo slander in terms of his talent. People can question his will to want to be the main guy. That I understand. That I fully get. So you can question his mentality from that aspect. But since he's been at Madrid and he's been a mainstay, I'm just looking here from like 21, 22. He's been a quality player for them. Consistently good. Those has done a lot to help that team in those successful periods. Looking there, yeah, the 2 Champions Leagues he's won, 21, 22, 23, 24, played a pivotal role. Has won 3 La Ligas as well, has won a Copa del Rey. Don't understand the Rodrigo slander, but fairs. So that doesn't mean that you don't rate him then. That means that you think he's overrated. I just think the idea of Rodrigo is better than the player we see. So that means you think he's overrated. That is fair. You say he's overrated, but you said you don't rate him. And what's there not to rate? Like I said, he's been consistently one of the better wingers in Europe. Big up Jamie. Says, evening flawless. I'm saying it right now. If we don't beat Fulham, it's peak. I want Amorim sacked. We've won 7 of our last 28 league games. Unacceptable. Jamie, I hear you. Jamie, I fully hear you. There's no guarantee that we actually beat Fulham. I do believe we will, but I don't believe it will be because of a great performance. I think we will Manchester United's success under Amorim is solely dependent on, or largely dependent on the individual players. It's on Mbeumo and Cunha. They're the two players in particular. Of course, there's others. Of course, you can throw De Ligt in there. You throw Yoro in there. Ahmad in there, for example. A Dorgu in there. But I think it's those two because this manager going to pick these terrible lineups, man. Like, don't be surprised if you see the same lineup against Fulham. So, yeah, 7 and 10. Managers have been sacked for better records. I know there's a manager who had won 8 out of his last 28 and get sacked, but people are going to continue to make excuses. Off topic, did you watch the Rant stream? Yeah, I did. Super entertaining. You lot go buy Rant's fight, people. The pay-per-view, I believe, is only like £5. Pay-per-view is only £5, people. It's only £5. So make sure you go. Oh, shit. Make sure you buy the, what's it called? Buy the fight, people. Just go to Rant's Instagram. The link's in the bio. Or if you go to his YouTube page, it's on there. Shout out my G Rants as well. Unfortunately, here for Chelsea fans to push Jackson to Villa. That's crazy, man. Nicolas Jackson. Is this really where you're at? Not Villa, but I'm saying just the footballing world. Big up Kingsman. Big up Sai as well. Oh, there's Grahey news. Big up also, man. Big up Warrior Jake for that. Appreciate. What if you lose against Fulham with a good performance again? He's out of, to me, you have no more grace. There's no room for error. It can't be a good performance, lose, or win the game, average, or worse performance. Bear in mind, I'm not watching. I'm glad I'll catch the highlights, but it's game week 2 and I'm already happy to not watch Manchester United. So yeah, there's no grace for him from me. Others are different. That's just from me. Can't have the record he has. Have the record he has. Broke all the terrible records he has. Had the season we had last season. The game against Arsenal we've just had. And a good performance, but losing against Fulham? Nah. That's it. Mainly due to the reason I've always thought same level Vinicius Jr. before that. Was a fan of him. Yeah, I can say he's been a quality player, but that's just me. Big up David as well. Only good thing about the Jackson thing is the loan with the obligation, but I don't want to see us paying the 10 million loan fee. I hear that. Flawless, you've been linked with Stiller. United will get him. If you're a fan of him, so I'm guessing here, side, you're saying that if United sign him, he's a good player. I did see it was Ben Jacobs as well. Oh, wait a minute. Are you going to do a match review video after you watch the highlights? No, I won't be. There won't be no match recap. I'll be on live streams again. I'm going to update the schedule so you know all the shows that are coming up for not tomorrow. Obviously, I'm off 3 days for after because I'm back Tuesday. So the first show back will be the United Spurs show. The United City show with Veta, Mandem United, Mandem City. And then I got the Bayesian show that night. And then the rest will follow. So you'll hear my thoughts because I watched the highlights. But no, I'm not doing a match recap. Of course, Brian says, big up Flawless Chelsea fan here. Am I welcomed? All are welcome, man. All are welcome. All are welcome. As long as you're not Ryan, all are welcome. Doesn't matter who you support. It's for anyone. It doesn't matter who you support. Doesn't matter where you're watching from. Sarcasm City TV is open for all, man. We are a city that lets everybody in. And if you get kicked out, it's your fault. If you get kicked out, it's your fault, people. Basically. Yo, just don't be rude. Just don't be disrespectful. That's all it is, people. That's what gets you kicked out. If you're rude or disrespectful, then you're gone. And also, what else? If we're going back and forth and you don't want to answer questions, you'll also get kicked out for that as well. But other than that, that's it. Is the call-in show Monday? I know it's bank holiday. No, because I'm not around. But the call-in show is not obviously every Monday, but there is one tomorrow. Well, technically today now. That's a members one. But the fan call-in show will be back next week, Monday, people. It'll be back next week, Monday. There's no fan call-in show on Monday. Yes, Jason, I am going Carnival. Yeah. Big up Anton. So shout out Flawless. Liverpool getting Rodrigo, I reckon. We'll see. I'd rather them get Rodrigo than Isak. I'll say that much. Hey, big up Sham also. Let's see. I like Nephew said, as long as you don't run, either you're good. Basically, just don't be Ray. Pretty much. Brian says, thanks, bro. From Africa, already subbed. What part? What country in Africa? If you don't mind me asking, Brian, just as interest. I always like to hear where people are from the chat because it's crazy that it's literally worldwide here on Sarcasm City TV. And you lot get your questions in as well. Penguin going to his first cardi. Have you seen how Don C looks like he goes outside and bench presses his car? Absolutely not. You know what I'm saying? You try, he will fold me in half. You know what I'm saying? Like, absolutely not. You lot seen Don C when we doing the StreamYard. And I looked and I was like, yo, man, don't even fit in the square on StreamYard. Like, what we doing here? Man, try to get me folded. You know what I'm saying? Man, trying to make sure that, yo, that is my first and last carnival, yo. What are we talking about here? Just looks like Don C just goes in his kitchen and bench presses his fridge. Like that. I'm good on that. I know my weight class. I'm good with that. Oh, you're in Kenya. Big up, Brian, man. Big up, big up. One of the regulars, Eddie's here. Eddie is Kenyan as well. So big up, man. Big up all my Kenyans in the building as well. Big up Anton, South London in the building as well. Love that. Shams says Sarcasm City TV goes worldwide. Yeah, man. You dumb for asking. You know what I'm saying? If it was right, I'd definitely roll. Don't see. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? It was like he could just be vacuuming and would just pick up his couch with one arm. Man, I'm good. Nah, I want them problems, man. I don't want them problems. Thoughts on the upcoming matches: Manchester City versus Tottenham and Newcastle versus Liverpool as a neutral point of view. City Tottenham, I think City will further make a statement as to why they are a force to be reckoned with. That's what I think they'll do. I know Spurs have got a very, very good record against them, but I expect City to do the business. Newcastle Liverpool is just going to be fiery because of the whole Isak situation. That place is rocking anyway. Big club coming to town Monday nights under the lights at St. James's Park. It was going to be electric anyway. And then you've got all this extra Isak stuff. Go have Newcastle fans singing about Isak, dissing him. You're going to have the Liverpool fans praising him. The crowds are going to be, but hey, you know what? The two crowds going back and forth might be better than the game. And you already know that Newcastle play a physical game anyway. Oh, yeah, that place going to be rocking. That's one game I'm pissed. I am pissed I'm actually missing that for real. Big up, Dow, every single time. Big up. Yeah, man. Prem did put people up. The man them going carny with the schedule. You know what's crazy? Last carnival, Newcastle played Liverpool. Because I remember I linked up with Monts and the rest of them. It's when Nunes scored the 2 goals. And then he had told me, he was like, yeah, fuck Newcastle. Nunes just scored the 2 goals. Yeah. Flawless. I think Arteta's good enough to win trophies for Arsenal, but he's too scared to make big decisions. Very good at tactics, poor man management at times. So that's it. Can he win a trophy for Arsenal? Yes. Because we've already seen him win an FA Cup. Is he capable of winning an FA Cup or a League Cup? Yes. On top of, especially if Arsenal get a favourable draw as well in one of those cup competitions. And Arsenal are one of the better teams in the country. Easily one of the better teams in the country. So if they get a favourable draw, they can win an FA Cup or a League Cup. But when it comes to Premier League and Champions League, he's going to fall short because he's not good enough. I actually don't think he's a bad manager. He's not a bad manager as he's proven to be. I don't think he's bad. I just don't think he's good enough for where Arsenal are trying to go. That's what I'll say. Oh shit, C24, you Kenyans as well. Hey, big up on my Kenyans in the building, man. You know what I'm saying? Look at this guy talking about, ain't that your place on South London? Yeah, me, South London. Yeah, imagine. But they definitely going to need extra security for that Newcastle-Liverpool game. And yes, back again is tomorrow. What time did he say? I think he said 1:45. So yeah, back again is tomorrow. Yes. Brian says, my take on United is that the additions look really good. You guys, if you get a good defensive midfielder, I think United top 5. The only reason I disagree with this is because of the manager, Brian. If we just had another manager and got a good defensive midfielder, I hear it. The talent's there to do better. The talent is there to do better. This is why I have Manchester United where I have us now. I think the manager is the biggest issue. If you actually give us a good manager, I'm much more confident going into games because the talent is there. When you look at teams we can put out, whether it's a back 3 or a back 4, they match up against most in the league. Now you got De Ligt and Yoro as your centre-back pairing. It's 2 very good centre-backs. Your full-back pairing is Dorgu and Mazarari. 2 good full-backs. Midfield is where we're weak, but you're saying added a good defensive midfielder. So let's say it is Belieber, for example, or just say good defensive midfielder next to Maino, and let's say it's Bruno in front of it. It's a good midfield overall. You got Mbeumo and Cunha on the wings. As a wing pairing, Is there a better wing pairing in the league than those two? As a wing pairing, you could argue Cherki and Mamouche. You could argue Cherki and Mamouche. You could argue Salah and Gakpo. I think that's it. Personally, I think that's it. But you could argue those two things. That's what I'd say. That's what I'd say. I can't think like outside of those two. Arsenal, because their left side is dead out. Chelsea, no. Villa, no. Newcastle, no. And then you're going to Brighton's and Nottingham Forest. And then even striker, whether it's Sesko, whether it's Xerxes, solid striker. Not the best. Obviously, the goalkeeper's the problem, but we've seen Chelsea do finish fourth with a terrible goalkeeper. So the point I'm making is a better manager can get more out of the talent, even though we need to improve on said talent. Hey, big up Eddie, man. Says El Jefe, what up, though? Eddie, hope you're blessed, man. I just literally seen your message come through now on the gram. That picture's whew. Yeah. Zay says, flawless, why are you offering me Norwegian Brock Lesnar? Who's Norwegian Brock Lesnar? Oh, wait, have you not been linked to Hojlund? Who's Norwegian? Because Hojlund's Danish. Wait, who's Norwegian? Who's Norwegian Brock Lesnar? Let me know, Zay. Thoughts on Jeremy Doku as a player? Terrible. Terrible. He's awful. Danish. Okay, yeah, I thought so. Yeah. When you said Norwegian, I was thinking, who? Has he been linked to you lot? I know he's been linked to Napoli, and they say they're wanting him. I'll get to that as well. Anton says Glasner would do better with United. He plays the same system. I would think so. But does he come here and if it's halfway through a season, play these terrible players? I don't know what it is. Managers come to United and turn stupid. I don't know what it is. Is he going to come here and play Onana and Maguire and Shaw and Dalot and Bruno and Mount? Because managers drop him, but not enough. I'm not sure about La Liga watch-alongs, which ones I'm going to do. Because Saturday's so stacked with the 12:30 game, a 3 p.m., 5 p.m. I need that little break in between to do the United Arsenal show and the Yardman show. Who do I want to replace Ruben Amorim? Because it's halfway through a season, I just want an interim. And then we can assess who we want. Because everyone's still on the clock to me. I'm looking at Glasner, though. Because interested to see how Glasner does this season. Yeah. We offered him. Hey, man, take him. Good backup, man. I said got caught with the milk mustache in 4K. Yo, did you see that picture of Scarlett Johansson at Eddie? Huh? Did you see that? Hey, if you didn't see that, but hilarious meme as well. Is that actually her? She ain't built like that. Or is that you know what? It's a whole different show. Let me not even go there. So just to make it clear, Friday is the only one you're doing for a watch along for match week 2. I've got that 8 p.m. That's 50-50 though. That's 50-50. That's 50-50. Yeah, no comment. Hey, Eddie, you pled the fifth, man. I hear it. Yeah, he's not even good backup. I can't even say that. Is that a real picture? So how come she never looked like that before? That's the dress doing bits? Hey, Fez. I don't know what you expect Amorim to play. These players he had when he came in last winter. He didn't sign any. Also, he didn't want to come until the end of the season. Myth. Magician. Nobody forced him to join the club. He chose to join the club. Nobody forced him. He was offered an ultimatum. You know what happens when you are offered an ultimatum? You can say no. You can say no. Like, no one forced him. No one put a gun to his head. No one kidnapped him. No one threatened his family. So let's clear up that first and foremost. Secondly, play the better players. That's what I want him to do. Play the better players. And now, this season, game week 1, play the better players. And he didn't. Put better lineups out, even though that ties into playing better players. Actually put attacking players on the pitch when we're chasing the game. And he kicked out a lot of players that us fans wanted. Not enough of them. Too many of them are still left. Still playing too many of them. Hojlund's gone. Garnacho's gone. Cool. Rashford's gone. Cool. Maguire still plays too much. Onana still plays too much. Shaw still plays too much. Bruno still plays too much. Dalot still plays too much. Mount still plays too much. How many are his name? Is that 5, 6? And I bet if I check the squad, there's probably more. Back in this guy who's got 7 wins in his last 28 games. Mind-boggling. Absolutely mind-boggling. I do match week 2 prediction at the end, Warrior J. Remind me. Mind-boggling defense league, you know. If the Amarim defense league was actually if our defense was as good as the Amarim defense league, we'd have the best defense in the league. The board only gave him so you're telling me the board are doing him dirty then, magician? Leave then. If the board is setting you up to fail, leave. Simple as that. The board you have good defenders, by the way. You have good defenders. Let's not dispute that. We have the talent there. Right, but he just chooses to, and he had good defenders last year, but he chose to play who he chose to play. And when I say good defenders, I'm talking more so as centre backs people, not the wing backs. Your wing backs should be attacking players. And aside from the one-off occasion, if you're being slightly more defensive. So if you're going away to Anfield or you're going away to the Emirates, I get that. He only wants a CM and a goalkeeper, but the budget isn't budgeting. Leave then, magician. If that's the case, if the board can't do what is required to do your job, leave the football club then. If that's the case. They can't equip, you're telling me they can't equip him with the tools he needs to be successful. Therefore, leave then. All I'm hearing is excuses. The board only gave him attackers so far. The board forced him to come. He wants to see him and he can't get these players. Leave them. Because clearly you cannot be successful here. Budget ain't budgeting. You was ready to drop 80 for Belieber though, because man just be talking for the sake of talking. This is why. Like we wasn't. So there's money there, clearly. There's money there, clearly. By the way, I don't like the board. Let me just clarify that. Because I hold them as accountable as him for the mess we're in. But it's just excuses. And I was told no more excuses. Game week 1, people. And there's already multiple excuses. Look at this. Players were injured. The board forced him to come halfway through the season. They only gave him attackers this window. He wants a DM at it. Look at 4 people. We half an hour into the show. And there's already been 4 excuses for Amarim already, and it's game week 1. 4. Next, they're going to tell me the grass was too green, man. Sky was too blue. Yeah, I mentioned the injuries. It was injuries. The board forced him to come in January. They only give him attackers, and he wants a CM and a DM, and the budget's not budgeting. 4. Yeah. 4. Always excuses. Seems like there's some sales are picking up. Hojlund and Garnacho got sold. Have no excuses. Bring in who they need. But we can bring in who we need now. But, all right. Okay. Bro, the signings and profile he selected with Jason Wilcox are elite. I agree with that. I do agree with that. They've been very good. I really like our signings. We've been dead with Hojlund and that. Who played Hojlund week in, week out? Who played Hojlund week in, week out? That's what I want to know. Hojlund went double. Who played him? Whose fault's that? And don't hit me with the, there was no one else nonsense. Because if Hojlund got injured for the rest of the season, would we go out there with 10 men every week or would someone else play? So there was clearly other players. So please don't hit me with that lazy excuse. Please. Who do you think will sign for the last weeks of the window? I don't know, Ryan B. I thought we have no money for a DM magician. I thought we don't have no money, so how can we? So we can't have a chance for Belieber. You told me we don't have the money for a DM, so we can't sign Belieber. You told me the budget's not budgeting. So which one is it? Do we have money for Belieber or we don't? But hey, I say, man, excuses already, man. Excuses. There's just nonsense. How about just this manager's just not good enough? About that, yeah, I heard rumors about still up. You know what? To tell you the truth, Ryan, I'm just pissed. You know what I'm saying? At the entire club. That's why I've not even thought ahead to who we're potentially going to sign. Because I don't. It makes a difference, yes, but I don't think it makes the difference it should because of this manager. He shouldn't be in charge, and he's the biggest detriment at the football club in regards to us right now in the league. He's the biggest problem. And whoever we bring in, their impact is going to get hit because of him. If someone pushes us, if someone makes Manchester United better, let's say by like 20%, I think he's a negative. He makes us worse by like 40%. He doubles whatever it is. So if we should get a 20% improvement from someone, we'll get 5. All right. I mean, after selling all these guys that don't want to leave we should have sold them earlier, and that's on the board. Should have sold all of these guys. Actually, Magician, scratch this. Where have you got United finishing in the league? That's what I want to know. Where do you have United finishing in the league? Big up Flawless. Big up Canal. Says, I'm losing belief from last week about more signings. The belief's I'm tired already, man. Like I said. I'm done already. No. Not top 5. No. I'm not asking what should happen, Magician. I'm not asking what should happen. I'm asking what your prediction is. Where do you think we finish with this manager? That's what I'm asking. Not top 5, no excuses in regards to where you want us to finish. Where do you believe we'll finish? I'll load the schedule tonight. Do you need performances or results to change in order for your position to change on him, or it has to be both and it's a non-negotiable? You know me very well, Eddie. You answered your own question. Has to be both and it's non-negotiable. You have no grace period. You have no room. That grace period is gone because you shouldn't be in charge. You failed your probation period horrendously. No way you should be in charge. You have a 25% win rate. Nowhere else could you have a 25% success rate on your probation and stay. Nowhere else. No other top level profession. No other elite level sport could you do that. Nowhere. 25%. No, not happening. Well, on YouTube right now, whoever's, I don't know, head of YouTube's ad campaign, and they'll have targets to hit. They'll get, if they had a 25% success rate, YouTube would sack them. If that was their probation period, they would sack them. You have to get ads. You have to hit a certain target, 25%. What are we doing there? Jason, do you believe he's getting us top 6 and a trophy? Do you believe that? Who do you support, Jason? Are you a United fan, by the way? 2 questions. 1, who do you support, first and foremost? Secondly, do you believe he's getting Manchester United a trophy and a top 6 finish? I believe we can get top 5, but then I thought we can get top 4 with Ten Hag last year. What do I know? So I'll ask you the question again, Magician. Not what can happen, not what you want to happen. What do you think will happen? I just want your prediction. I'm not even going to dispute it. I just want to gauge where you have us. That's why I ask these things. Where do you have Manchester United? Actually, scrap that Magician. As everybody's constructed right now, what is your top 8? As all teams now. So there's no more movements. No one's gone anywhere. Hojlund's not left. Nicolas Jackson's not at Villa, for example. Garnacho's not at Chelsea. What is your top 8 right now? We'll go there. What is your top 8? That's what I want to know. It's crazy how man can't get straight answers when I start asking that question. People are so confident and there and that. Jason, that's not what I asked. Jason, who do you support? Who do you support? All right, so you support City and Barcelona. So I'll ask you the question again. Do you believe Amorim can get a trophy and a top 6 finish? Do you believe, 2 questions. Do you believe it can happen, or do you believe it will happen? What's the probability of that happening? So right then, so don't ask me. So people, don't ask me no. So this is the new rule as well. Don't ask me no questions that you don't think are probable. Then, if you don't think something's a strong possibility or you're not confident it will happen, don't ask me about it, please. Don't ask me about it. Don't bring me no nonsense hypotheticals, is what I'm saying. If you're bringing me hypotheticals, bring me hypotheticals you strongly believe in, or hypotheticals you believe will happen. Don't ask me no nonsense hypotheticals. I'm tired. No more. And no more. No, Jason, you said no. You already said no. You don't believe it's going to happen. So, right. So don't ask me. If you don't believe it's going to happen, don't ask me about it. You don't believe it. You wouldn't put money on it. You're not confident about it happening and you don't believe it will happen. So please don't ask me about it. And you lot, let's run up these likes as well, because there's over 40 of you lot in the building. And we're only at 22 likes. So like check 1212, like check 1212. Make sure when you enter the city of the sarcasm, run up the likes, hit the subscribe button as well. The Magician, I'm still waiting. What's your top 8, my guy? As you lot continue to get your questions in as well, please. Yeah, back again. Podcast is tomorrow, yes. Or technically today if you're in the UK time zone. Let's see what else you lot are saying in the chat as well. Napoli have made new contact with Manchester United for Rasmus Hojlund. The players' camp is also in talks with Napoli and is keen on the move. He also wants guarantees to stay at the club in the future, not just a simple loan. And Fabrizio Romano, make it happen. Loan deal, permanent transfer, whatever. Prefer a permanent transfer, but if we can get a loan with an obligation to buy, learn from the Chelsea Sancho deal, make sure the penalty with the obligation is the same fee. Make sure if it's an obligation to buy a 30 million, make sure the penalty fee is 20 million. Make sure it's a significant amount that makes them go, nah, we'll buy him. Get him gone. Terrible. Terrible player, get him gone expeditiously, man. Expeditiously. Dreadful. What I'm saying. Absolute dreadful. Manchester City, Arsenal, Liverpool, Chelsea, Manchester United, Spurs, Newcastle, Villa. So this is your top 8. All right, first. Fair enough. So you have us. Yeah, you have us 5th. Cool. I disagree with that under this manager. I don't think so. Better manager, I'd hear it. This manager, absolutely not. It's a big detriment. I don't know why people have us so high with this manager in charge, but all right. People gonna learn, man. This is Ten Hag all over again. This is Ineos all over again. We move. Yes, I. What are you saying? I've seen you put question. What are you telling me? What is this Nicolas Jackson to Villa stuff? Like, what is going on there? Where do you have United flawless? I have them 6th to 8th, 9th under this manager. As of right now, 9th. There's big movements ongoing around Nico Jackson. He's definitely set to leave Chelsea very soon. Understand, Newcastle and Bayern have both called again in the last 48 hours. Aston Villa pushing as Unai Emery wants him. Decision soon. What I don't get about that is Villa have Watkins. I've just signed a Gassand as well. I don't know if you pronounce his name. And now they want Nicolas Jackson. Why is it with people wanting Chelsea's terrible players? Mind-boggling. I don't know what Emery said. I rate Emery. I like that Villa side, but Nicolas Jackson, that baffles me, man. God knows, man. I don't know. Who would you go for if Amorim does get the sack? I've said this. Interim. I get an interim, and then you can assess it over the season. I just go get Ruud van Nistelrooy whenever he gets sacked. Let him steady the ship. Let's say it's November, because Ten Hag got sacked. I think it was November, late October, early November, whenever it is. Hypothetically, for this conversation, let's say it's November, and I just get Ruud, and then I look around and see who's doing what. How's Glasner doing here? How is Eddie Howe doing at Newcastle? How's Areola doing at Bournemouth? I think, is Honus still at Stuttgart? How's Honus doing at Stuttgart? Is there another manager who's popped up who's doing exceptionally well? I look. I take time. I take proper time to assess it. That's what I do. And then they'll probably go get Russian and get the next manager. And then you know what's crazy? The Russian get the next manager. Then if he fails, everyone will go, he was brought in halfway through a season. He wanted to come in the summer. Same shit on repeat, man. Same fucking shit on repeat. What position can make you change your stance about Amorim? It's not a sole position. It's everything. It's not. So he does nothing well. He does nothing well. There's no pros to him being the manager. He offers, if you do a pros and cons column, what are the pros? He's terrible at everything. Tactically, terrible. Man management, terrible. Getting the best out of his best players, terrible. Getting the best out of average players, terrible. Improving anybody, terrible. Tactically, terrible. Lineups, terrible. In-game management, terrible. Being proactive, terrible. Substitutions, terrible. Mentality, terrible. Press conferences, terrible. Win percentage, terrible. Does he do well? Does nothing well. Like, just nothing. There's no pros. There's no pros to him whatsoever. Flawless, if you get the opportunity to change 5 match results for United and in general, what matches will you do? 2 finals against Barcelona. That's 2 off the top. When we drew against West Ham in the 90s, lost us the league. The Aguero moment, we was 4-2 up. It was the game before against Everton and drew 4-4. That's that. Changed that. That's 4. And then we went out to Dortmund in the Porto lineup, because then that Mourinho thing don't happen and that could change the whole landscape. So yeah, 2 Barcelona, West Ham when we lost the league, the Everton game, the Aguero season moment, and the Porto game as well when we should have went through in that. Flawless, what do you think of the state of the transfer window and player power like Isak? Is it worse now or is the same as before? The state of the transfer window. I like what's going on in the window because everybody's actively trying to get better. Everybody is actively trying to get better, whether they fell short, whether they've not been able to sign the players they want to sign, but everybody is actively making a push and spending money and putting down big wages and laying a marker to get better. Even Liverpool, who were the best team in the league last season, did that. City have done that. Chelsea have done that. Arsenal have done that. Manchester United have done that. Even Newcastle have attempted to do that, even though they fell short. Villa are the only ones you could say, but then Gisend, people do rate him highly. So Spurs have attempted to, even though it's fell through. They did try and go for Eze. They did try and go for Gibbs White. They are in for Savinho. So, and in regards to player power, it's nothing new. It's always going to be there because you're always going to have players wanting to leave football clubs and clubs wanting to keep. It's going to happen. It was happening long before Isak, and it's going to happen after Isak. It's literally happening with Visa. What's going on with Isak and Newcastle is going on with Visa and Brentford. It's the same scenario, and that's going to continue. And in regards to who has the power, it depends on what's in your contract. That's what it is. Depends on what's in your contract. Simple as that, to be honest. That's what it is, in my opinion. Ryan B says, I backed Amrin from the start and I still back him, but we need major improvement this season. The thing is, Ryan B, I backed him. 110%. I backed him. But I'm not going back foolishness. If I don't think someone's good enough, I'm not going to back it. Just because I love the football club. No, you're not the guy for the job. Flawless, if the market ended here, how would you rate your business and who do you think had the best business from the Premier League teams? If it ended here, I'd say we did good business because we addressed one key area in the team. But we left out 2 other areas, but I'd say good overall from Manchester United. Who did the best business? That's a good question. I'd say Manchester City. I think they did the best business. I think the moves they made win them the league. So I got to go Manchester City, even though I think Liverpool had a very good window as well. But I've got City winning the league because of their, obviously not just what they've got, but also their additions to that as well. So I'd say City. If we don't sign Belieber, what other midfielder profile should we go for? Go for a Belieber profile. And then go get someone next to Belieber who's also mobile, but is more of a dictator on the ball and can control the ball. I mean, is a controller of the game, short-range passing, long-range passing, etc. press resistant, can play through the lines. We need both, not just a Belieber. So you go get a Belieber type, yes, and then you go get someone alongside Belieber, like again, not him, but Douglas Luiz. Not Douglas Luiz, I'm saying go get, like, for overall, even though I take him alone, but that profile. You need someone there. You need a deep line playmaker in there. People will say Stiller. I've not watched him, but I take Sai and everyone else's word up for it as Stiller. Yes. Do you think? Say this again, Jason. Ask me this again and I'll respond. Ask me this again. I don't want to not answer your question. Would you rather Adam Wharton instead of Belieber if you had to pick? No. I wouldn't rather. I'm not convinced by Wharton. I'm convinced by Belieber. And that's more so because Wharton ain't played like that. I don't think he's played 30 league games in the season. As much as I hate Arsenal FC, I want the team to do business as quickly as them getting Eze. I hear it. Flawless, what's the news about this new stadium? You excited about it? I have no idea in regards to the news. Right now, I don't care. You know why? Because I want us to deal with 2025. I believe the new stadium is when? 2030? Is it 2028 or is it 2030? Let me know. You might know better than me, sports. But no, I'm not excited about it. Will I be excited about it closer to the time? Yes, but it's years away. We need to deal with the now. Because we're at shambles now. And yeah, that's what it is. So that's why I'm not excited about it, no. Not as of right now, but I will be close to the time. The issue with Stiller is his pace and physicality, and Amorim knows P&P. Forget what his manager wants. To buy players that we just buy quality. Yeah, man. Remember you said, yeah, I was 90% sure. I thought we get Belieber. See what happens when you back the club. I thought, yeah, man, we're going to get Belieber. There's no way. I said it. There's no way they've approached him, his camp, and the club, and are unwilling to pay the money. It's like, there's no way they're doing that. They know Brighton are going, and we didn't even make a bid. We didn't even make a bid and it get rejected. It was just deemed too high. And people back these lot, you know. Everybody knows that Belieber was going to be 100 million plus. What do you mean the deal was too high? And Brighton are a selling club. It's not like it's a Newcastle who are going to put up some resistance because they have higher aspirations than Brighton. This has been the Brighton model. Buy cheap, player performs well, bigger Premier League club comes in and takes said player. This is their whole model. They are literally a selling club. Literally a selling club. Literally. And you can't even go and buy a player from the selling club because the price was too high. And what makes it worse is that if you would have just sold Bruno for 110, sold Garnacho for 30, you'd have 140 million there. And you could have just spent that 110, 120 and had Belieber 20 million on a goalkeeper and we're patterned, sorted. Then you can still go get Mbremo, can still go get Cunha, can still go get Sesko. And then you have money over to go get another midfielder as well. Because the money you've got for Belieber now came from the Bruno Garnacho. And then you add in Sancho, add in Anthony, add in Hojlund in regards to loan, add in Rashford. That can total up for another midfielder to play alongside Belieber. So you got a new goalkeeper, 3 centre-backs are calm that you've got in your back three. Belieber, another central midfielder. Let's just say Stiller, for example. I use him. 2 10s in Mbremo, Cunha. And then you've got Sesko up top. Wing-back Storgu and Ahmad. Patterned. But these idiots couldn't do it. Fucking joke, man. Yeah, window's still open. Yeah, great. Window's still open. 100% the Brighton owner called Chelsea customers. Exactly. They're literally calling a team customers. Literally. Flawless, I can say this. If United signs Stiller under Ruben, you can't see his full potential because of your stupid manager playing him with Bruno in midfield. But we'll still see his quality, though. Even though you won't see, I get you. Like you're saying, we won't see his full. I just look for him and go, what are your qualities? Like, are you a good passer of the ball, for example? Are you press resistant? What's your short range passing like? What's your long range passing like? What's your weight up pass like? What's your weaker foot like? Are you right foot, left foot? What's your in-game management? All these things you can tell in a bad team. And you go, all right, put him with some better players in a better system. He'll be fine. Do you think players stop signing contract extensions? I mean, because I swear release clause not always guaranteed. Just that. Nah, I don't think players stop signing contract extensions. Sign better contracts. Sign contracts that are in your best interest. So if you're a player who is at a non-Big Six side and you're one of the better players in the Premier League, put a release clause in your contract. Clear release clause as well. All right, it's 70 million if a team in the Champions League comes in for me. That's the fee. It's 70 million. Then there's no dispute about what it is. Because even with Gibbs White, I think there was other things in the contract, which is why they were able to block it. There's a reason for that. Something happened. Just a feeling Bruno is leaving next summer. May no one believe a pivot. I'm a believer. Not here, you I'm not, but because there's going to be more teams in for him, and it should be it now. These things should have happened now. Why are we waiting a year? Why are we waiting a year? Why? Why? Yes. Oh, yeah, big up my guy, Canadian Cam. I think I bigged you up before, but if I didn't, my apologies. Big up Cam, man, every single time. Every single time. And you lot hit the subscribe button as well. I don't even know how many subscribers we on. How many subscribers we on? Let me check this. Let's see what's what. How many subscribers are we on here? Right, we are on. The subscriber move has been slow the last couple days. It's not good. So let's get these likes up because we're only at 29. 40 likes, people. 40 likes. It's almost been an hour already. Shit, time flies. 40 likes because we're at 30. So we need 10 more likes. And we need 2 more. Scratch that. 7 more subscribers. We need to get to 15,550. I know there's at least 7 of you lot who have not subscribed. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell as well. Until Cunha and Bremo get used to United, we still rely on Bruno. If he wasn't here, you wouldn't have to rely on him. We relied on him last season, and it took us to 15th. If he's not here, you don't have to rely on him. Which player are you looking forward to seeing this season signed into a team from outside the Premier League? Which player are you looking forward to seeing this season signed into a team? Oh, okay, I get that. It's a good question. A very good question. Bias aside, Gyökeres. That's what I'd say. Gyökeres. Very interesting to see how he adapts. Obviously, I want him to do terribly. But if he adapts, we could have an absolute top-notch striker in the league. So I go Gyökeres. I want to see how he does. Really interesting to see how he does. Yeah. That's it. Yeah, if they're still alive, I'll redirect to Beijing Reds. Flawless for me. He's close to Cruz. I rate him so highly. If you get a good manager, still will be a wonderful player at United. First, this is Ben Jacobs that mentioned it, right? He was the one. Flawless, would you take a goalkeeper or center mid at this point in the window? We need both. There's no grace. We need both. It shouldn't be one or the other. Go and get both. Ain't funny, ever since the where would United be without Bruno thing has been said, he's taking you back to back worst Prem finishes. It's crazy that. But it would have been even worse without him. Man. Tired of it, man. Where was he at on Sunday? Apart from contributing to costing us the game. Right. The fuck. Flop of the season. I think everyone's bought well. So the flops would be the poor players. I'm not going to sit here and say Vert's going to flop because I think that's wrong. I ain't going to say that about Cherky or Rangers. I ain't going to say that about Bremo or Cunha. Depends. What's expected of Sesko? Depends who you're talking to because I don't have high hope. What is the general consensus for Sesko? Could be him depending on who you're talking to, but I don't have high expectations for him. So... trying to think, Spurs signed Kudus. All the high expectation players are actually good. Chelsea have got who? João Pedro, I think he'll do well. So, yeah. Oh, he ain't getting 15 league goals in the league. Under this? Hell no. Under this manager, not a chance. So, yeah, you could say Sesko. He ain't getting no 15 league goals. No one in our, I go one further. No one in our team under this manager is getting 15 league goals. Not a chance. Not a chance. One signing from another you traded for one of our signings, Flawless Minds, Rangers or Cherky for Sesko. Run me Rangers. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you, Emperor. Nephew says typical when he's versus North London clubs in it. Typical when he's versus just remove North London and that statement matters. Typical when he's versus clubs in it. It makes. Are you hammering him out if we lose to Fulham? Just join. Big up everyone. Big up original. I'm already hammering him out. Been hammering him out for a long time. Being honest, I haven't been this excited to see United in a long time. Can't wait for the next game. Fairs. You know what? I ain't gonna rain on your parade. I'm not gonna rain on your carnival. If you're happy and looking forward to seeing United, big up to you, man. Big up to you. Big up. Yeah, hopefully Rodgers and Watkins do play at Villa. I mean, stay at Villa. Sorry, stay at Villa. I like watching Villa. They're a good side. And I think they'll pick it up. I think they'll pick it up this season. What else you lot saying? That ain't even a question. I don't rate Amorim. Why? Because he does nothing well. That's why. That's why I don't rate him. Because he does nothing well. Nothing. What are the pros to him? He has a 25% win rate. He's won 7 matches of his last 28. That is relegation form. That is relegation form. I bet after 28 games, probably not 7 wins because they're horrendous, but certain Premier League sides have gone down. And after 28 games, they had 7 wins. They were horrendous last season, so I know they had way less. Well, you know what? Since we're here, let me check that. Last season, the teams were dreadful. Well, look at that. Leicester had 6 wins last season after 38. Let's see. Again, Luton had 6 wins after 38. Nottingham Forest, who finished 17th that season, had 9. Here we go. Leicester had 9 the season they got relegated in 22-23. I'm just going back through. 21-22, Burnley had 7 and went down. Leeds were only 3 points above him, had 9. So you get the overall point I'm making, making people. And bear in mind, 7 of those 7, 3 of them were relegation sides. The sides who got relegated. One of them was Epping. Sheffield United, who finished bottom of the league, had 7 wins after 38 league games. I don't know what to say. Flawless, is the NBA or NFL bigger in England? I'd say NBA, because you're more likely to see like people wearing NBA jerseys or NBA merch over NFL merch, and then probably the rating. So I'd say NBA. I would. I think Sesko's going to have a better season than Gyökeres because it should have been. Say this again, Jason. Say this again. Say this again. And I'll answer this. System doesn't work under Amorim unless Martinez plays. I think it works regardless. I ain't gonna lie. Shit don't work, man. It's just terrible. I don't know what to tell people. He has a 25% success rate. But it don't matter because he didn't have his players and because he was forced into the job halfway through. Excuses. Oh, yeah, in the chat as well. You lot let me know because no one's been able to answer this. This Ahmad has a knock thing. Who reported that? Because I didn't hear anything about that until after the game. So for those that don't know, because I was talking about he should have started Ahmad, and someone said in my chat, it was Timu actually, Ahmad had a knock. And I was like, Ahmad didn't look like he had a knock. And he's like, so you're just saying you don't think he had a knock because he didn't look like, no, I don't think so. Who reported that? Someone tell me. Who actually reported that? The manager? No, the manager. That Ahmad had a knock. Who? Let me know. Yeah, Ryan B. I ain't seen it. I ain't seen it anywhere either. See what I'm talking about when I say excuses, but people just ram with it. All because he made an awful decision. Yes. And where did Cass say he heard that? I ain't see that nowhere. Ahmad had a knock versus the game in Fiorentina. That's why he didn't start versus Arsenal. What was the knock? What was the knock? And if that's that's my question. What was the knock? Was it to his knee? Was it a thigh? Was it calf? What was it? What was the knock, though, is the question I'm asking. What was it? Did he come off the pitch? What was it? Did he get injured in the game against Fiorentina and taken off? Because bear in mind, he had 8 days to recover. I'm just checking here now. So if he had a knock, he played the full 90 against Fiorentina. So where's this knock come from? Hey, just me, or does this make no sense, people? I feel like I just be living in a different universe and supporting a different United because, like you can't kid a kidder. You can't kid a kidder. So he had a knock that no one knew about. But let's say hypothetically he did have a knock. Why are you playing him 55 minutes if he had a knock? And if that's all he could play was 55 minutes, because he got on in the 55th minute. So that's pretty much the whole game added on time. Let's say 50 minutes. I can't remember how much added time there was on. So let's say it was 50 minutes. Start him then and play him 55 minutes and then take him off. And if he got taken off in the game, what was the knock, Jamie? You lot were watching the game. The commentators would have said something. What was said? They said something. Oh, am I going crazy here? When we watch football, obviously, I be watching on mute at times. I'll be watching on mute, but the vast majority of you lot have commentary on. When a player goes off, the commentator will state about it. Or the player has a knock to his thigh, calf. It was a challenge. It was a non-contact injury. Why has no one got no information on his knock? Tell me. Please. Where does this knock stuff come from? What's the information? Why is it so secretive? Because people are, he had a knock. Okay, since we're in the preseason game, so he played the full 90 minutes. So you're telling me he had a knock and they played him a whole 90 minutes. So that's just incompetent from the manager then, if that's the case. Because when he got on the pitch, he didn't look like he had a knock. Obviously, you can be carrying an injury, but he looked at full flight. So again, people, what was the knock? What did the commentator say? He went off for treatment. What did the commentator say? Fresh cut and trim, I'm assuming carnival soon. You already know, man. Shaved years off me, man. How much younger I look. I look young anyway. Well, you get the hair done, get the trim. Says, yeah, I think Ahmad will be fully fit to start versus Fulham. How magical. Why am I not getting no answers in the chat, people? What did the commentary say in the chat? Did Amram say anything after the game, after the Fiorentina game, about him having a knock? Was anything said? Where's this info coming from? Like, it's like shit just gets said in football and people just run with it and there's zero source. Who said this? But I've been asking this since Sunday and still not got no answer. Who said this shit? I ain't see no info. You see all the excuses, but let's flip that because clearly no one's got no answers. Come. If he had a knock, why play him 55 minutes? If the knock was that detrimental that you can't start him, why play him? And he stopped saying 55. So someone says it weren't 55 because he got on in the 55th minute. Why are you playing him 40 minutes, 45 minutes? I think it was 7 minutes added on time, right? So let's just round it up. Let's just say 45. Why are you playing him a half? Why? this club this club and people and fans in the space trying to kill me in it. Literally trying to just make me have a mental breakdown. Literally. Because people will make any excuse for this guy rather than just say, hey, the manager got it wrong, It was a terrible decision. There's always an excuse. Always an excuse. Sesko's the prime example. Oh, Sesko wasn't ready. But the manager said Sesko was ready. So, which is it? And let's say he wasn't ready. To the flip side again, why is he not ready? Why is he joining so late to the point he's not ready? That's on the ownership. So somewhere, either scenario, somebody is at fault doing some amateur shit. And people wonder why I crash on it. Oh, why are you not looking for it? Exactly. I didn't see nothing about a knock. Usually the manager comes out and explains absences too, especially someone like Ahmad. But now there's this imaginary knock. This that nobody heard. Mystery, man. Mystery, Warrior J. Because I'm live streaming all the time. Sheik's live streaming. Warrior J, you in constant chats. No one mentioned this. All right, man. You lot continue to get your questions in, man. Make sure you subscribe to my guy Sheik. Big up my guy Ace as well, man. Shout out to my brother Ace every single time. Hey, if you need a bad boy cameraman, bad boy, someone to film your vlogs, Ace is your guy, people. Flawless people are more interested in your carnival posts than the United results. Oh, facts. I was saying this. I posted this on my story today on Insta that my views when I'm at carnival quite more than quadruple, like my story views. So like on a good day, I'll get like, let's say like 60, 70, like on a normal day. And that's on a good day. That's on a good day. But carnival, 300, 400. Like, yo, what? Again, I don't know what people think I'm going to post. What people are looking to see. I don't get it. Like, what do you think I'm going to? And the thing is, this happens every year. Like transfer is like, I call it silly season. From May to August, it's silly season in the footballing world, in particular the content creator space. It's silly season, and all this optimism and hope and delusion that people have. It's the same with carnival. Like every year it happens. Like I'm literally going to document it so you don't know I'm not bullshit. Like I have people, there's literally people who follow me who only view my carnival posts. I'm like, what do you think I'm going to post? Both Ace. I'm going both days. I'm going Sunday and Monday. Like, I'm at a loss. 300 people. I'm like, when it first happened, I thought I posted something by accident that I shouldn't have posted. I thought it was some private shit I shouldn't have posted, and that's why everyone was viewing it. Or like someone like with more followers than me had shared my shit. And then that's when I was like, no, this is just active. Like, it's not. A little while longer, Warrior J. Little while, sorry, longer. Big up. Big up, Cam. See, look, here's Cam here. Who's the person in the chat who said if Ahmad had a knock, it'd be plastered everywhere. Look, Cam gonna come in here and defend it. I'm telling you. See? Yeah. Ace, hit me up, man. Hit me up, my guy. Hit me up. Sorry about this canal. Yes, I do think Marco Silva's a good manager. Yes, I do. Who's better, Eze or Palmer? Palmer, but I rate both. My bro, are you worried about the height in our defense with Diallo? That's crazy. Way, kilo. Hey, yo. You know what I'm saying? I'll just say our aerial ability wouldn't be as strong, but we could definitely take more. Hey, yo. That's all crazy. Nah, I'm not worried about it. Because we still concede from corners with Dalot anyway. No. So it's not a concern. I've been saying this. The easiest way to stop teams from crowding the box, and shout out to Shells because he pointed this out on Saeed's channel. I think it was Monaco who did it. I have to double check. I believe it was a French team when they played Arsenal. You just put 3 players on the halfway line. Because if you put 3 players on the halfway line, most teams, 99% of teams are not going to leave you 3v3. They're going to put 4 players on the halfway line. So you've eliminated 4 of their players. Adding the goalkeeper, that's 5. Adding the corner kick taker, that's 6. And then 7, they might have someone short or someone on the outside of the box. So you've eliminated 7 of their 11. You're marking 4 players. I did this on Football Manager when I was a kid. It's literally my go-to tactic. I get my striker and my 2 wingers because my team's pace-orientated, hella pace and power. And it's on corners, I'll tell my striker and my 2 wingers to stand on the halfway line. And then you know what the opposition would do? Put 4 players on the halfway line. Like I said, adding the goalkeeper, adding the corner taker, also adding somebody being short or somebody outside of the box. You've eliminated 7. It only means your own. I rarely conceded from corners because my team was aerially beast anyway. Like I said, my team was OP with the physicality. Simple as that. Just put Cunha and Bremo and Ahmad on. Guaranteed if we do that, Arsenal are putting 4 players on the halfway line. If we were to put Ahmad and Bremo on Cunha, it's just, yeah, you lot go stand on the halfway line. They are not leaving it 3v3. It's not just, for instance, Calafiori, Timber, and Zubimendi. They're putting 4 there. Again, common sense. Just basic stuff. Basics. Man was doing that. Here's the crazy part. I'm doing that on Football Managers before some of you lot were even alive. That's what I'm talking. I was doing that on Championship Manager. I was doing that on before some of you lot were even alive. I was doing that on like Premier League Manager 98. People in the chat who weren't even born in 98. Doing this in 2000s, 2001, 2002. As a child and then as a teenager later on. Fuck, you know. Society says flawless, I think, because of your snow bunny antics. But I don't post up any snow bunny antics. That's the craziest part. I don't post up nothing. That's the craziest part. The most you get snow bunny wise in regards to crazy shit is with Savage. And because it's just Savage, you lot just bypass it anyway. Savage is just crazy. So it's like, all right, whatever. Says wild shit, does wild shit. You know what I'm saying? That woman kissed me on the cheek on stream. You lot don't care. That stream just carried on as normal. All right. But we move. Yeah, Kilo tried to get me with that. He thought I wasn't slick. All right. I'm legit worried that Arsenal have just found their final piece of the puzzle. Final piece of the puzzle to do what? What do you think they're going to do, Ace? To do what? What do you think they're doing? I'm not defending it. I'm saying that person just made it up. Homie ain't have a knock. Also, you actually agree. I take it back. Cam, I apologize. I apologize. I thought you was ready to put on your cape and save and try save it. First. Nothing is wrong with Meno or Ahmad. The manager has Portuguese bias. We're better off without Bruno and Delo. I do agree we're better off without you lot are crazy. Yo, Sheik, sure. That is ridiculous. I'm gonna get to that in a second. I don't even think it's Portuguese bias, Islander. And what island are you from, by the way, if you don't mind me asking? Just out of interest. I like to know where people are from in the chat. Big up to you. Because he plays Maguire, he likes Mount. And neither of them are Portuguese. Loves Onana, he ain't Portuguese. I think people are giving him what's the word I'm looking for? An easy way out is what I'd say. Just saying, oh, because they're Portuguese. Like, no, because I think if Bruno was Spanish and Delo was Italian, he's still playing him. Yeah? Yeah, Sheik's a joke, man. I read it. This guy and his dad jokes, yo. This guy and his dad jokes. There we go. Oh, shit. Flawless is spitting bars. See? I was doing shit that they should be doing on the pitch on Football Manager as a freaking child before Sheik was born. Heard what I said, Warrior J. It's there. I think I've got the screenshot. I should have posted it on her birthday. Yeah, she kissed me on the cheek. The show kept going. So that is what it is. I think people said something in the chat at the time, but that was it. That is definitely a dad joke. Sheik. I said 98. I'm born in 07. Fuck, I've literally got Football Manager 2007 right here, which is my game. That's my favorite Football Manager. And the reason why I don't play it is for two reasons. One, because it's Football Manager 2007. These new age laptops won't run it. And secondly, if I did, you lot wouldn't get no streams. Like Football Manager 07 is my game. I love Football Manager 2007. Like during the initial lockdown, that's all I was doing because there was nothing else to do. I was just playing Football Manager 2007. It's literally here now. So you lot know I'm not bullshitting. It's literally here. Look at this shit. Football Manager 2007. Love this game. So far. House. Yo, they named the stadium after me and shit, man. But because how the game worked, we never moved into it. Man's Portsmouth team was fire. I was like a better version of Harry Redknapp, man. Big up Mbuna as well. I think it's just lazy to say because he's Portuguese, he favors Portuguese players. Agree? Rather than just say he favors them because he rates them. I agree with you, Cam. I do. Big up Mbuna as well, man. What do you think of Chelsea's shocks? Say this again. Ask me this again, Ace. Ask me that again when I respond. Yeah, but you lot will get no other streams. I will get no other streams. No, I don't play Ultimate Team. Nah. They're interested. Napoli are genuinely interested. Here it is. I'll say it again. Napoli have made new contact with Manchester United for Rasmus Hojlund. The players' camp is also in talks with Napoli and is keen on the move. He also wants guarantees to stay at the club in the future, not just a simple loan from Fabrizio Romano. Yeah. Where we at? Insensi. Wait, who's Insensio? Who is that? I have no idea who you're talking about, Ace. Who's Insensio? Pardon me. Who? Oh, let's go. They got my Trinidadians in the chat. Yo, football mad popular in Trinidad. Because Trinidad, when I always check the analytics, Trinidad's always high on the list for like countries watching the channel. Oh, he's talking about Enciso. It's because Chelsea signed players. I thought I'd missed one. Born in Trinidad, living in NY. Big up, man. Big up to you. Big up to you. See what's going on. What do you think of Chelsea's shock signing of Enciso? Typical Chelsea. You lot stockpile talent. So when I seen it, the fee surprised me. The fee did surprise me. I'm not gonna lie. The fee did, and also that you signed him and then loaned him out to Strasbourg. But again, your Chelsea Football Club. Man want football streams. Go check Jazz on Twitch. Yeah, I need to load up the old laptop, try get it working again, and then run Football Manager. Not even for you lot. I'm saying for me. I loves that game. Yeah, I might have to run it back. I might have to fix that old laptop. Really, really am. Actually, Ace, you're a tech guy. Let me know how I can pattern it, because it only runs on like XP and stuff. Windows XP. A very pissed off Palace fan here. Big up to you, Animal. It's always good to hear from new fans. Why are you pissed off, man? And if you're that pissed off, make sure you call into the fan calling show. Not tomorrow, because that's the members only one, but Monday. Not next Monday, but Mondays in future. Always want to hear, in particular, I want to hear from players. Sorry, I want to hear from fans outside of the Big Six. But why are you pissed off as a Palace fan? Let me know. Let me know. You're bored of Muppets. Why are you bored of Muppets? He signed with Strasbourg. We don't have any more loan spots. Oh, he signed with him first. He's a good player. Well, that's it. Decent player, I should say. Dwight York, because the big wave when I was growing up being a United fan since 2009, I'm now 37 years. Because of Dwight. I presumed it was because of that, Dwight York, actually. I thought it would have been. Right. Final few questions, people. You can download a virtual drive what runs XP. All right, we're going to talk. When I get a new laptop, that's it. Because I need to delve back into the footballing manager world. Cause I miss playing that game, man. Miss playing that game. I do. Hey, big up, Rafe. What are you saying? Hope you're blessed. You lot, final few questions, please. Get them in. Get your questions in. How many likes are we on? I don't know why I just refreshed that page. Hit the subscribe button as well. Have we had any new subscribers? I swear I'm seeing new names in the chat. Well, you lot might have just been subscribed but not spoken. All right, we're at 15,545. So we've had a couple new subscribers. I'm looking for 5 more, though. There's over 60 of you lot in the building. There's over 60. I appreciate everyone locked in. Asking for 5 more subscribers. For those that are watching, whether you're a regular watcher or a new watcher, and you don't have a YouTube account, you have an email. Use the email to sign up to YouTube. And then that way you can hit the like button, subscribe. And if you enjoy this content, I can make more content the more you lot support. Because the bigger the channel gets, the better my resources get. The better the resources get, the more content I can put on. The more I can put back into the channel. More time and effort. So support people. It's literally it's literally a domino effect. Now, the Guehi news. One sec, I'll get to it. I think so. Here we go. This is Steve Parrish. If Mark Guehi wants to sign a new contract, then he can stay. It's a difficult situation. Everyone has to sell to comply with the rules. That's a situation that we will have to look at in the next days. If Mark Guehi leaves, maybe I will try my boots because I was a centre back. Shout out Glasgow. We have to act. It's Crystal Palace's future and we need to add numbers. And that's from our Ed_Arons on Twitter. And then who's this? Oh, yeah, this is Warrior J saying keep an eye on his Twitter. He's going to update what's happening on Sarcasm City TV Sunday, Monday, etc. How many new signings do you think United make? I even know, A. Solomon. I'm not, you know what? I'm not going to lie to you lot. And especially you, A. Solomon, because you're my guy and you support all of the time. And you're a regular and you're a member and a mod and all that stuff. I'm at the point that I just don't care. So I'm not even giving it thought. Because I'm so disgusted at what's gone on and what went on in that first game and then the response to the first game, I've not even give it thought. Like I'm tapped out already, is what I'm saying. Because I'm still, I thought I'd calm down, but now that I'm talking about my head's still spinning. My head's been spinning since I've seen the lineup 3 p.m. on Sunday, and it's now 1:45 on Friday morning. And I'm still pissed. I thought I'd calm down, clearly not. I might not sound it or look it because this is just what I'm like, but I'm still livid. Just that everything in totality, from last season to the lineup, to how the game went, what the manager did, the result, and then the aftermath of it all. So yeah, I'm not even giving it too much thought, man. Yeah. That's why I can't even answer, because I'm just like, you might have just taken a piss. It's like just taking a piss. Yeah, Sheik, we'll talk. If you want to run it, then because these lot will want to watch along, let me know. If you want to run it on the Sunday and I'll pattern it. I'll talk to you tonight because I can sort that out like tonight, tomorrow, etc. I've always wondered, you're in the UK flawless, how come you're on late for GMT? 2 reasons. 1, before this, I was a night owl emperor. So I've always been like this. So I'm just a night owl. Before doing this, I'd be up at these times, work night jobs, etc., etc. So it works out for just my time schedule. Secondly, as well, it works out in regards to the content side of things, because I talk to an audience that others may not. That's why. As much as it might hit me in the UK market, it helps so much with the international market. So that's what it is. Because I remember before I was doing schedules and Sarcasm City TV wasn't like it was. People always, why do you go live late? I remember it. And now pretty much everybody's got a late show. Not saying I pioneered it, because there was people who was doing late shows before me. But I remember specifically I would get asked that, why'd you go late? Why are you always on late? Why are you on at 11? Why are you on at 10:30? Why are you on at 11:30? Why are you on at midnight? And then slowly but surely, everyone's got late shows now that are in the UK. I still do the daytime shows as well. You got the Manchester United pod 4:30 p.m. on Monday and also on Tuesday as well. So they're the two early ones. Sometimes Friday I'll go early, but it just works with the audience. So it is. It works. Hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You just try to add to it. So I think Palace go down if they lose Guehi now that Eze's gone. Nah, Palace ain't going down. No news on the Agum interest. No news. I think you talking to H. Shout out to Das Gaming who makes the point. It's August 22nd and we haven't sold no one. Hey, we're best in class, man. Bro, I was watching Manham show and I'm on what Faz said. I don't care no more. Just win the bloody game. I hear it. Don't worry, Warrior J. I get to the predictions. Yeah, Sheik. We're patting it. It's irritating if you soak it in, but we just got to look forward because either manager gets it right or gets it sacked. Either way, it's a matter of time, unfortunately. I think it's too long to wait, though. Why are we waiting for something? Why in back-to-back seasons are we going into a season with a manager? None of us, general consensus is he's not going to last the season. No one else does that. No club trying to do anything of serious note. Any serious institution goes 2 seasons in a row with 2 different managers, and the general consensus is this manager's not going to last the season. There's very few people who genuinely believe that Amrim's going to last the whole season. It's a hot topic of conversation already of when he's going to get sacked, not if. And my problem is with that is, let's say we do sack him, next manager comes in and it goes well. The conversation is then going to be, what could we have done if that manager was in from a start and had a preseason? Let's say a new manager comes in November, December, and we're 3 points off top 4 or 5 points off top 6. People will go, right, imagine what we could have done. Let's say we go out of cup competitions, which we're capable of winning, by the way. We'll say, oh, the manager could have had a great run in one of those cup competitions. And also on top of that, I don't trust this board to sack him when they should. Really don't. But yeah. Nah, you're a pioneer, bro, because I don't see anyone in the UK people outside you I'm going to do in late shows when I started watching YouTube 5 years ago. First, man, I let you lot call me that, so I appreciate T24. I appreciate the kind words, for real. I really do. What are you saying, Ace? Our storm is coming, people. We are about to blow this year, so subscribe to Flawless. It's about to go Super Saiyan God mode. Yeah, you already know, man. You already know. He loses to Fulham, sack him right there. But the thing is, Rafe, if we, let's say hypothetically, we lose to Fulham and then draw to Sunderland, he won't get sacked. Let's say we draw to, let's say even scratch the loss. Let's say we draw to Fulham. Is it Burnley or is it Sunderland? I think it's Sunderland. Draw to Sunderland, lose to City and lose to Chelsea. Let's say that happens. That would be what? 2 points from a possible 5, so a possible 15. 2 points, and you know what? They wouldn't sack him. Even if those results happened. If he got 2 points from the first 5 games, they still wouldn't sack him. And don't get it misunderstood, people. Is that a possibility? Yes. Do I think it happens? No. But it's a possibility. Do I think we beat Fulham? Yeah. It's not a guarantee. Do I think we beat Burnley? Yes. It's not a guarantee. We could easily lose to City and Chelsea. All right, City could beat us at their place and Chelsea can come here and beat us. Especially if this manager puts out the neg. We already know this manager don't want to get, like Rance was talking on the face-off, talking about boxers not wanting to get hit. That's this manager. He don't want to get hit. So we'll put out a negative lineup. And Chelsea have enough to beat us. Despite their record being dreadful at OT. They have enough going forward. They have a good enough midfield and a good enough attack to beat us. But even scratch that. Let's say it's not even 2 points from 5 games. Let's say it's 6. Let's say we beat Fulham, beat Sunderland, draw to Man City, and then lose to Chelsea, or lose to Manchester City, draw to Chelsea. That's 7 points from the first 5. They still not going to sack him, is the point I'm making. And that's possible. But this way, I don't have us beating City or Chelsea, I'll tell you that much. I do have us, however, beating Fulham and Sunderland. So I think max, we have 7 points from our first 5 games. Max. We have 7 points. Hear what I'm saying, people? The maximum amount of points I think we have from our first 5 is 7. Yeah, it's Burnley. Do I keep saying Sunderland? My bad. Burnley. You lot know who I'm talking about. It's late. But you lot overall know what I'm talking about. I genuinely think that's them. Does anyone in the chat think we get more than that? United fans, actually, everybody in the chat, not just United fans. Does anybody believe we get more than 7 points from our first 5? So that's Fulham, that's Burnley, that's City, that's Chelsea. Fulham away, Burnley at home, City away, Chelsea at home. Does anyone genuinely believe we get more than 7? I think the max we get is 7 from 5. So 7 from 15. So we're below half. People in the chat are saying less, and I hear it. We could be at 4 points, 6 points, 5 points. It could be 5 points after 5 games. And you know what's going to happen? I mean, we'll be doing a solo Q&A on a Thursday. It's every Thursday. I'm going to be doing a solo Q&A, and someone going to ask me about, why are you back, Amory? Genuinely, I'll get that question. If we got like 5 or if we got anywhere from 5 to 7 points after 5. So if we have 5 to 7 points out of a possible 15, someone go ask me that. The games after Burnley, City away and Chelsea at home. I'll tell you the rest now. 1 second. Then we play Brentford away, Sunderland at home, Liverpool away, Brighton at home. Nottingham Forest away. That's the 5 after that. So you look at Brentford and Sunderland and go, yeah. You go, yeah, we can get something. Liverpool away, Brighton at home. Yeah. Forest away, Spurs away. Everton at home, all right. Palace away, not going to be easy. This is 29th of November. West Ham at home, you should deal with. Wolves away, you should deal with. Bournemouth at home won't be easy. We've seen what they did to Bournemouth. Bear in mind, adding this manager. Villa away, tough. Newcastle at home, tough. Isak or no Isak. And then Wolves at home. That takes us to the new year. Hey, Canal, this is nasty work, man. I should time you out for this. I should time you out for this. Man said if you get 5 points from 5 games, how many goals is that towards the 92? And to Red Devil, I didn't get to the comment before when you said they won't sack him early because it looks bad on them. Why have they put him? And I agree with you. My issue is with that. Why are they putting themselves in the situation for that to happen? That's where my issue lies. Why are you in the situation where you can say that, Red Devil, and I can go, I agree with you, and it makes perfect sense? That doesn't make, it shouldn't make no sense, but because of your poor decision making, you're at a point where you're trying to save face, like you're in a relationship, and you're trying to make it up to your partner because you've been treating her bad or treating him bad. Oh, we know he's not making it. It's just a question of when they pull the trigger. Hey, big up Shine, man. Hope you're blessed, Shine. Big up my guy every single time. But hey, we move. Shout out to is it Hassan in the chat trolling? Love to see it, man. Shout out. Amorim do that, they're going to fire him before Christmas. I'm just saying, if he don't get wins, I keep messing up the games. If he don't get this Fulham and Burnley win, Lord have mercy. That's all I'm going to say. If he don't get that Fulham, if he doesn't beat Fulham and he don't beat Burnley, it's peak, because we're not beating City or Chelsea, in my opinion. Not saying we lose both of them, because I think we can get a point against Chelsea, even though with this manager, it's looking bleak. And that record got to end sometime. But let's say hypothetically we do. We could have, let's say we get 2 draws. We could be on 3 points after 5 games. Even though I think we won't be, I actually genuinely think we'll be on 7. And I think we'll beat Fulham. I think we'll draw to Burnley, lose to City, and draw against Chelsea. But I think we'll be on 7 after 5, which is nothing to shout about. I don't think the performances are going to be good either. After Chelsea at home, it's Brentford away. Brentford away, Sunderland at home. I just pull up the fixtures. Give me a sec, you lot. Let me know if you lot need me to zoom in on the screen. Let me know. So that's it. Can you lot see that, yeah? If I need to zoom in more, let me know. So you lot can see that on the screen right there. See, this is it. Man said, true, to be fair, I don't have an answer to that. I just know how these motherfuckers in management positions operate. And I agree with you, saving face. If you're trying to save face, you know what that means? Your decision-making is not good. Because there's no other any management team that is performing well is not trying to save face. And they tried to save face with Ten Hag and kept him in much longer than he's going to. And they've done the exact same thing with Amorim. Don't let, like I keep saying, don't let us not beat Fulham or Burnley. Because if we go 0 wins in 5, all right. Okay. All right, man. And people wonder, people call me negative. Like when you start actually addressing it. And I think max 7. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we go on a run. Maybe we win all 4. Maybe we do beat Fulham, then beat Burnley, then beat City away, then beat Chelsea at home, then pack up Brentford, and then pack up Sunderland. Yeah. Maybe we do win our next, what's that, 6? Yeah, it's Fulham. Wait, Fulham, Burnley, City, Chelsea, Brentford, Sunderland. Yeah, 6. Maybe we do win our next 6. You got 15 points in the first day. I hear you, Shine. So you got us at half. You got us at half. Faz. You got us 15 points out of a possible 30. That makes sense, because I probably got us around the same, because I have us like halfway up the table. I have us in 9th. So I think we'll be in around that scenario anyway. Okay. Yeah. See, this is where I wish I was ignorant, because then I wouldn't like think of these things and ask these questions and then actually look through it as well. If we beat Fulham and Burnley with a scrappy 1-0 win, people will be so gassed, which is the problem, right? Yeah, I told you. I know this, because I think we'll beat Fulham, but I think it'll be a scrappy 2-1 win. Then I think we'll beat Sunderland. No, I keep saying Sunderland, Burnley, because they're a poor outfit. We'll actually beat them and probably play very well. Because then Bremo and Cunha, yeah, so we'll probably win like 2-0 or something, or 3-1 in impressive fashion. Maybe I get Sydney Sweeney's number. Lots of maybes, bruv, says A. Solomon. Yeah, man, maybe Margot Robbie finally opens up my DM, because she back active now. I didn't even know she's selfish. She went and had a kid, because it popped up on my socials that she's like back around, because she like did some photo shoot or something. Like she's back active. How dare you have a kid? What kind of selfish shit is this? How dare you bring, you know what I'm saying, life into this world? It's crazy work. Crazy work. But maybe, hey, Solomon, Sydney Sweeney might hit you back up, man. Maybes. Big up Hassan trolling in the chat, man. Love the trolls, man. Love the trolls. What else you lot telling me, man? 7 if we're lucky, 6 barely acceptable, but 4 points is actually most likely. See this? Emperor's here saying 7 if we're lucky, and I hear what he's saying. I understand what I can't even argue him down and go, nah. Wait, we're gonna score 92 league goals this season, man. Never forget, man. 92 league goals. I'm a winning six. What did he say? 6 in a row. Yeah, man told me 6 in a row, wasn't it? Because it was including the Grimsby game. So it was Fulham, it was Grimsby, it was Burnley, City, Chelsea, Brentford, Sunderland. Yeah, he had us winning all those up until the Liverpool game. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, he had us winning 7 in a row. Mm-hmm. I agree. I don't think Liverpool will win the league. I think City win the league, unfortunately. Fuck him. I don't know what's worse. You winning 6 in a row or 92 goals. But we always get that because it's silly season. It's now like a Sarcasm City tradition, like in the silly season, which is from May, the end of May to the end of August, where I start asking how many goals are we going to score. Because we've had the 156 GNA from Denton. We had the 90 plus goals from Z. And then I forgot his name, but shout out to him. He's got a channel as well. Sorry, man. No disrespect. I forgot his name, but he told me 92 league goals. I'm only conceding 48. We're finishing 6th. Big up Dazzle every single time, man. Big up. Big up. Yeah, man. It was the 100. You know what's crazy? Was it Warrior J? Warrior J or Manch sent the clip to me of me like on the calculator with the 156 GNA. Did anyone win 5 games in a row in the Premier League last season? Yeah, Wolves did. Wolves did. Liverpool did. I'm presuming City would have at some point. Chelsea went on a crazy run as well, so I'm presuming they did also. And probably a couple others. Probably a couple others who did as well. Forest, Villa did. Forest probably did at some point. Newcastle probably did at some point as well. No, that's what we was talking about. I don't know how we got here, but what we were talking about is Manchester United's run. Someone might have said, I don't know. Someone said something to me or asked me a question. So we were talking about the United and Fulham game and like us going forward and how many points we're going to have from the next 5. Because it's very possible. I was saying probably 7. I think we beat Fulham, beat Burnley, lose to City, draw against Chelsea. So we'll have 7 points from our first 5. So that's what we were talking about, the points tally from the first 5. Now, if I'm trying to be realistic and unbiased, just around 18 points from 10 games is my prediction. That'd be a good return. That we get 18 points from the first 10. That's a very, very good return. Last team to win the Prem back to back. Who was the last team to win the Prem back? Was it not City? It was City, right? Bye, people. Then that's it. So we're gonna close out. Hit the follow button. Hit the follow button. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell. Hit the like button. Let me say that again. Hit the like button on the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit the notification bell as well. Subscribe to the Sarcasm City TV Clips channel. I need to remember to add the link into the title, people. Yeah, I'm going to do that now. The game week predictions. I'm going to do that. Hold up. This could change. I'm back again. I'm not going to lie. Well, subscribe to the Clips channel as well. Adding it to the title. Give me a second. I'm adding it to the Clips channel right now. So subscribe to the Sarcasm City TV Clips channel. It's a YouTube channel. Subscribe to the Sarcasm City TV Gaming YouTube channel. Subscribe here as well. Yeah, Dazzle, just watch it back. It's all good, man. You didn't miss too much like that. Anyway, like, I didn't have no spars with nobody or anything like that. I was just answering questions from the chat. Emperor says it just looks naive and illogical at all times, and if they don't become more flexible, it's going to start costing us on the pitch too. Bamrim stays too long, that's another write-off season. And we've been here, because I agree. The only part I disagree with is it's going to start costing us on the pitch. It's already cost us on the pitch. It's already cost us on the pitch this season alone, and it's game week 1. Game week 1, and it's already costing us on the pitch. I went to my guy Corey AFC. Make sure you subscribe to his channel. Game week 39. We back in 15th for the minus goal difference. So we writ off last season, which was horrendous. And now we're going into this season and it's looking like a write-off. Trying to paint the new car. Trying to repaint the car and put rims on it and put dice in the mirror. It's a shit car. Just get rid of it. There's no saving it. no saving it. There's no flashing lights. There's no hood. There's no hydraulics. There's no putting TVs in there and a PS5 that can save it. Because they are illogical. They are naive. They are incompetent. That's why. They're not very good, as I've been saying. Lord, don't worry, Flawless. Everyone will come around when the reality hit, when the smaller clubs come and bad us up. Nah, they'll still make excuses for it, Dazzle. Because there'll be injuries. Or knocks. Or players not being ready. Or you didn't get enough in the window. Be that. I'm telling you, people gonna make excuses regardless. Regardless. See, Emperor, this is what I'm saying. Should be gone. Like, that's why I agreed with you, apart from that. Like, it will start costing us. It will. Everything else, I agreed with 110% with what you said. Everything. And that's what is infuriating, because we knew all this at the end of last season. All of these problems we knew at the end of last season. And they said, nah, let's keep him. And give him more, spend more money, give him more talent, and get rid of players. I know what they did with Ten Hag. Gave him more money, gave him more talent, and we see how that ended. And then they go do the same thing in 2025. Exact same shit. Only thing they've not done is went and got 2 managers from the Portuguese league to sit alongside him. That's the major difference. See, I just don't want to miss anything as well. Oh, we win in 7 straight. The United guy can finally get a haircut. I hope he can. Hope so. I hope so, man. For real. That is true, Dazzle. I do agree with that. The next manager, the only thing we can be happy about is the next manager is going to have a much better starting point, yeah? And even he's going to be, if it's midway through the season, even he's going to be at a disadvantage he shouldn't be at. Because he should have been here already, whoever he is. Unless they go get interim, which I don't think they'll do. Whoever this new manager is should have been here this summer. Maybe the new manager would have, because you know why? Maybe that new manager would have sold Bruno. Just maybe. Possibly. I'm not saying for definite, but maybe he does say, nah, let's get rid of him. And then maybe we get that money. And then maybe we get Malibu alongside Mbremo, Cunha, Sesko. Maybe he says, nah, 09 is not it. And we go get a goalkeeper. We went and got Donnarumma. Hypothetically. Hypothetically. But, hey, you gotta keep backing this. Yeah, man. Coulda, woulda, didn't. Are you wearing the 16 out of 10 shirt Cardival? Nah, I'm not. If I had like a jumper of it, I would. Shit, I should have got a jumper made, you know. But it's too late now. But I should have got a jumper made. I actually need to go get a gown for it. But now I'm not gonna wear a 16 out of 10 tee, but that's what I should have done. It's got a red jumper that matches the red bucket hat. We move. Thomason says, big up you guys. Your performance against us was the best. You outplayed us 27-28 season. I can see you challenging for the title again. Again, people. Future. But big up Thomason. Yes. Yeah, I hear you, Dazzle. You know what I'm saying? Grab a Bayesian flag, man. That's what I'm going to do. I'm not taking the big Bayesian flag I've got. I'm just going to grab a small Bayesian flag, small Jamaican flag, and I'm good. Tie them around the wrist, and I'm good. I'm not walking with the big flag. I had a big Bayesian flag last year. So nah, I ain't doing that again. So I'll get the small ones, man. The Jamaican flag here, Bayesian flag here, and I'm good, man. I'm good. Yeah, man. Future FC. That's it, man. Hella future. Hella future, man. That's us. Future. What is it? Mask on, mask off. Don't forget, though, people, this show, all the other shows on the channel are available on all audio platforms as well. Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud, etc. Make sure you hit the follow button on the Sarcasm City TV Twitch. Tomorrow, like 10 p.m. UK time, may move, but I'll change it to 10 p.m. Fan calling show, Talk Your Ish. That'll be the members only, though. Members only, that one. So if you want to join that one, the Talk Your Ish. That's members only. Sunday, there will be a watch along because she could be holding it down. So you will get a Fulham versus Manchester United watch along right here on the YouTube. Saturday and Monday, I'm going to do my very, very best because it's tight in regards to time. Do my very best to pre-record some content for you lot. So you'll have a drop so we don't miss anything. So, of course, Friday, like I said, fan court. So tomorrow or today, depending on what time zone you're in, Talk Your Ish. That's the fan calling show. Members only. Sunday, you'll get the Fulham Manchester United game. Saturday and Monday, pre-recorded content. And this is what I was going to ask you lot. Yo, you lot, would you prefer me to drop the pre-recorded content early or late? So would you prefer to drop it like 9 a.m., 10 a.m. UK time, so in the morning, or do you want me to drop it nighttime, like at 10:30, 11 p.m.? Let me know. Quick vote. What would you lot prefer? Shouldn't really put a poll on the community page, but yeah, it's calm. You lot, what are you saying, Steve? You lot, let me know. You saying early, Dazzle. What you lot saying? Do you lot want the pre-recorded content earlier or later? Early. Jason saying night. Early. Dazzle saying listen to something when I work. Fez. Or Jay saying early. So like, for instance, 9 a.m. or something. So once you wake up, it's there, bang. Like, they'll go out. Rest of you lot, let me know. It seems early from the early responses. Is early. All right, cool. It's early to be like 9 a.m. Warrior J. It was early. It's like 9 a.m. UK time on the Saturday and on the Monday. I'll have a couple of pieces because one of the what's it called? The two ideas I've got. One will be the reaction to Troops' Ballers vlog because I've not watched it yet. So I do a watch along of me reacting to that. And then the second one I'm going to do is me reacting to some of the Sarcasm City TV clips, some of the best clips, and put that out. So probably the Ballers vlog on Saturday and then the clips one on the Monday. Just for content for you lot. So yeah, one up the likes, hit the subscribe button as well. A Beijing Red still live. And he's still live. And subscribe to the Clips channel as well. I believe it's been almost 2 hours. The AL Tony one is going. But big up to all the mods. Big up all the members, all the regulars, all the new people. You lot are absolute real ones, man. Love, man. They're true. Really, really love you lot for real, man. You just continue to support all of the time, man. Really, really do. All right, we're redirecting. Yeah. Ace, I believe in that when Chelsea win the Premier League. That's when I believe in the Old Trafford stuff. And on that bombshell, Sarcasm City TV raid in Beijing Red's chat. What day you go? I'm going both days, Dazzle. Shout me. Are you on socials? But yeah, I'm going both days, Dazzle. I'm going both days. Sunday and Monday, man. I'm gonna be there, mash and lean. That's what I'm gonna be. Waved. I need to pack some stuff for tomorrow. Final bits. That's what it is. So pattern final bits. Oh yeah, Canal, big up as well, man. Again, just love to you lot, man. All right, man, I'm gonna enjoy. But like I say, this ain't the last stream before then because I'm gonna do the what's it called? I really lost it. The fan calling show. I'm gonna do that. Yeah, shout out me Dazzle. So yeah, big up, love to everyone that has locked in. This has been the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A solo edition live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Again, thank you very much for tuning in. Sarcasm City TV raid in Beijing Red's chat. Big up.